And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. A mildly hot start. I do have to take care of the enemies because they will come in through that door. And that's kind of unfair if I'm just kind of standing here. So let me just dispose of these chain gunners, shotgunners, and imps. I think now the room has been cleared. Yes, this is the Troopers Playground, Map 8, Star Control. There's lots of plasma in this map. There's no plasma rifle. I think you already get the drill with this kind of wad. This is just the way it goes. It's pretty funny. There are a lot of challenging areas, actually, and some clever ways to go about doing this map. I hope to be able to show you the best way to go about it. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Unity port. As always, we're playing on the ultra-violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. There are 178 kills to be had, there are 4 secrets to find, and 39 items to pick up. I hope to be able to show you how to do all of that. So let's collect a little bit of weapons. Just some mild map progression. Here's the chain gun. Let's switch to... Well, actually, we'll switch to that soon. I think we're going to get rid of the Spectre first. And then, with some of the other enemies, we'll use the chain gun. Because there's a bunch of chain gunners. So let's get rid of the pinky, if I can get it to come back. There we go. Now switch to the chain gun. There are a series of gunners and chain gunners on pedestals. So why don't we go ahead and dispose of them. Alright. There's still one more, I believe, in that corner. Yes, a shotgunner and a chain gunner. So we can go ahead and pick up this ammo normally. There we go. Maybe a stim pack or two. This one I think we can walk right over. No, we can at least pick up the weapons. There we go. Okay, so there are different main areas to go to. There are this area there and this area there. So this area will take us to the blue key. And this area will take us to the general progression of the map. So why don't we go ahead and first take care of this room, because it's easily forgotten. There are 4 shotgunners in here. Kind of sucks to get to the end of the map and, uh-oh, I'm missing 4 kills, and it's these guys just kind of hanging out, living their best life. So let's take care of that quickly. I don't think we attracted any attention. Even though we're going to need the yellow key first, the blue key area is a relatively self-contained area, and it also has the Berserk packs, which I'd like to really get the Berserk pack in my possession, because there is no super shotgun in this map. No big surprise, I suppose. And there are a lot of pinkies and specters that I would much prefer to use the Berserk Fist for. So that's the only reason we're doing this side first, even though we can't do much with the blue key without the yellow key. So I'm just explaining it's for weapon collection, not so much for map progression. Like I said, we don't really get much by way of weapons in this map. We get... what do we get? We get the regular shotgun, we get the chain gun, and that's about it, like honestly, and the Berserk Fist. So we might as well go ahead and get the Berserk Fist. So we'll turn the corner here. Now, if you were somehow extremely fast to get around all those Hellmites and lure them into the perimeter of these pillars, then sure, there's a button around the corner you press, and the barrels will explode by the crushing ceiling. It's pretty hard to do, and it's not really worth it, unless you're really out of ammo, I guess. This is a relatively self-contained area, so let's go ahead. Dispose of the shotgunners in this little room. If I can get a beat on it, there we go. And I'll just show you. You press the button. Yeah, if you're able to lure the Hellmites there, I mean, that's kind of fun, but it's really not likely something that you're going to be doing. You'll see this throughout, we won't be able to get in through there. And this is just a big rectangle, so this is one door of 2. So why don't we take care of the imps? There is a pinky to get rid of, and then we're going to be able to get to our Berserk pack. That's why we came here first, like I said, even though we'll get the blue key. And there's no way to progress to the blue door without going to the getting the yellow key first. So let's get rid of Super Shotgun Mein Leben guy. Now we have our Berserk Fist. Yeah, let's just use it to punch out the pinky. Okay, so grab the blue key, and we're done in this area. You can pick up a little bit of ammo. There's a couple of bullet packs lying around, health if you need it, and we're done in this area. We don't have to come back. It's a little out of order, but we have the Berserk Fist, and that's why I did it. Be remiss to not show you the secret. It's a backpack, which is nice. A whole bunch of rockets, which in theory is nice. There's no rocket launcher in this map, so don't get too excited. Just go ahead and pick them up anyway. So lots of enemies overhead, and there's some enemies down below, but there's also a couple of cacos. So let's just be mindful of that, because they can float in from above. Yeah, like that. See what I mean? I like to demonstrate the inartful way. So that's how you keep an eye on the cacos. You guess you let them shoot you in the face from above. Don't do that. So let's just dispose of the cacos. We don't have a super shotgun. We won't get one on this map. So with the gentle pull of the regular shotgun, let's dispose of some of these enemies, including the ones on top. I think there's a few more. I hear somebody from Imp Town approaching. There's a zombie. And I think there are still some gunners up above. I think that's the last imp. Yeah, that should be it. So with the yellow key, we'll be able to go in there, raise the lift, and upstairs you can see there's a blue key door. So we're going to have to progress first to get the yellow key. So we're not there yet. We have quite a few steps to take, but we have the blue key in our pocket. We also have the Berserk Fist in our pocket, right? Which will be nice right now, for example. If we get the pinky to come out, save a little bit of ammo, give him a shot right in the face. Now take out the chain gun. There are a bunch of gunners upstairs, you can see in the little platform. That's actually where the yellow key is. So just, you'll recognize it, I guess, when we're up above, but we're not going to be able to get there quite yet. Berserk Fist and Berserk Fist for our Spectre friends. Let's go ahead. There are more gunners up there. You can see little bald heads milling about. There's at least another one, yeah. And there's another shotgunner around the corner. It looks like we got all the shotgunners upstairs, so that's good. We're just going to collect the weapons or the ammo. Our next secret is due to this switch, which will lower that wall in the corner, and there will be, I think, 3 pinkies. So let's go Berserk Fist, because why not? Save some ammo. You know I like the Berserk Fist. It's the chainsaw that I'm not a huge fan of, and we don't get that anyway in this map, so why don't we just go ahead and use our fist. Okay, well, it'd be nice to get some ammo, so some armor, excuse me. So why don't we try to grab the green armor first, then the armor bonuses, of course. This way you can get 110 instead of just 100 if you do it in the opposite sequence. So that's how we do that. So now we're faced, and that's secret number 2, if I recall, yes. So we're faced with these 2 rooms. We'll go ahead and go on the room to the right. It's a little bit of a self-contained area, and I'll show you a switch that we'll have to shoot from a raised platform. So I might as well show you where all that's going to be. We'll be coming out the other way when we're done. Come on, Spectre. I think the Spectre's mad at someone. I think that's the issue. No? Okay. Take out your chain gun, because there's a little bit of distance. There's 2 shotgunners above, and there's also a a chain gunner around the corner. There, we can go ahead and collect the weapons and ammo. More plasma packs. Isn't that nice? So, again, we can't get in through there. We were on the other side of that before. Now, you can see there is a switch. We can only get that from that elevated area. And then we're going to, 4 gargoyle switches will be revealed. We're going to press this one. That'll just allow us to progress in the right order. But we're not there yet either, so let's continue. We'll go down the stairs. There is a Revenant in front of us, a Caco as well, some shotgunners and such below and above. So I think I'll like to avoid that rocket. Yes, I would. No chainsaw. We do have a fist, though, so let's go punchy punchy. Oh, I do not want my pistol. All right. Usually the Caco in fights with the Revenant distracts the Revenant sufficiently so you can take care of the other enemies roaming about. Not today, but that's okay. As you can see, it makes it a little bit more complicated, but what we're going to do is we're going to race across here and take a little bit of cover, and we'll see if we can peekaboo shoot the Revenants. Not easy. Remember, I don't use free look, so I make it harder on myself. But that's okay. I am stubborn about free look. I really don't like it. So I just have to expose myself a little bit more. There we go. And the Revenant is no more. Some imps above. Why don't we go ahead? 3, I think. Number 2. Number 3. So as soon as we approach this, that will fall down. And our Mancubus friend will be there waiting for us. Never happy to see us. He wiggles, he woggles, he waddles. And so much for the Mancubus. Let's hit the switch, though, so we can kind of get out of this room and progress a little bit. We're going to go this way first. It's sort of more of a self-contained area, so why don't we just go ahead and finish it off, and we can go ahead and go back the other way across the bridge and finish off that area. So we're going to start this way. Now, what this area is about, well, there's a sensor that will open up this wall. A couple of revenants are going to pop out, so we're going to have to race across and push our way through some imps. So let's go ahead. Boop. Well, you don't want to get scratched by some imps. That was less good. That's okay. There's a little bit of health here. We can recover. So now, from this vantage point, we got to try to just kind of pick off the revenants. There are 2 of them down there. Of course, they're eager to make our acquaintance. And we are eager to put them out of their misery. Got to be careful, though. They're pretty quick with those rockets. Oh, that was a good shot. 26. Oh, Revenant, you are making my life difficult. Whew. You know what? You gotta give credit where credit is due. That is an excellent shot. And now look at me. I'm like gushing blood out of my nose. I'm looking terrible. I have been beaten to a bloody pulp. But that's okay. It was a good shot. We're just gonna have to pick up a stim pack here and there and keep fighting. Let's make our way across here. This is where I promised before that we'd be able to shoot that gargoyle. Press the one in front of you. It just activates the correct set of sequences. It's the better way to go about it. Another health pack. Okay, well that kind of worked out anyway. Although that dodging, or lack thereof, of the Revenant, less skillful. So we're done in there. As far as I can recall, I don't think we missed anything. No, we did that. Oh no, I don't think we went here, actually. Yes, we did. We went there. Yeah, okay, so we're done. Good. So let's go across this area. We already took care of the imps. Beautiful, luscious, as some say, plasma pack. There's no plasma rifle. It's a bit of a running joke in this WAD. Now, as we approach, an Arachnotron is going to come down. So why don't we go ahead, finish off the Arachnotron. And that's about it. We'll go ahead and press the switch so we can keep moving. Yep, okay. We don't need any health, so we're good there. And that switch, of course, activated this bridge, which is nice. There are 4 imps. We'll not move on until all 4 teleport in. So I do need that 4th imp. Thank you, Senior Imp. And now, you may remember I said, hey, from down below, I said up here is where the yellow key is. And here it is, as promised. Okay, well, let's head down back to the, I don't know, rocket-looking elevator. Press the switch, open the door with our yellow key. And now we're going to go ahead up here, cross the ramp, and we can make some weapon collection. There's the blue door, I guess. But we also have another door to explore. Maybe we'll explore that one first. Let's just head over here. There are a series of teleporters in there which we don't need to take. The only reason to take any of these teleporters in the 3 rooms is if you have to backtrack because you've missed something. So since we haven't, we're not going to bother, but we are. That's just his body, by the way. Nobody teleported there. We're just going to, of course, for 100%, take care of all 3 shotgunners and take their shotgun, because why not? So that's all we need to do in here, considering we don't need to backtrack, at least not that I know of. I guess we'll find out at the end if I've missed something. I'm hoping not. All right, we have the blue key. Let's go through the blue key door. Let's use our Berserk Fist. I don't know what happened there. Maybe that Pinky got shot. That's unlikely. That's a cool effect. I've always liked that. The floating floor here. We can go ahead and just pick up the red key. I know if you press other switches, the red key will be below and you'll have to go get it that way with the Mancubus. I did it this way just because it's more fun. So I like to get the red key while I'm floating midair, like I have some sort of, jetpack or something. It's just more fun. So if you do it in the sequence that I did it, you'll be able to just grab the red key here before you even need it. It's just kind of a fun way to do it. Yep, the big baddie in here is the Baron, so we're going to try with our regular shotgun to go ahead and dispose of the Baron. Super shotgun would come in handy here, I think, just for timing. And now we're going to progress over the magic floor. Maybe we'll just take care of that imp. There's a few imps. We're going to head over that way anyway, but there are some enemies this way, including shotgunners, imps, and zombie men. And below there will be some pinkies and specters. So what we'll do is, before we go any further that way, we're going to go have a look. Just make sure that there are no enemies lurking. Looks like there are. I think we'll have to make a decision here, maybe to use the chain gun because the shotgunner's coming close. Okay, now we can use the Berserk Fist. Again, without free look. There we go. Okay, we won't go any further. We don't want to attract any other attention. What we're going to do now is we're going to continue this way. We're going to clear this side of the map for map progression. There's a Hell Knight in here as the toughest of the enemies to face, I guess. Use our Berserk Fist. Maybe we'll use the Berserk Fist again for the imp. Oh, brother. Okay, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Good lord. All right, well, there's the Hell Knight. He's sick of my insolence, I gotta tell you. I don't blame him. You know, going out punching an imp and I get scratched. Less good. Oh, well. Let's take care of the Hell Knight with our regular shotgun. Papa, papa. Maybe another shot or two. There we go. And so we just gonna make our way through. Again, with the Berserk Fist, there's gonna be specters and pinkies. Pick up some ammo because we're gonna be facing some chain gunners as well. Oop, there are the chain gunners. Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of the Spectre first, and then we're going to take care of the chain gunners up here. Yeah, they're quick draw. Just be careful. There we go. Also a health pack, not health pack, but health pack here, if you didn't fare perfectly. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Introduce you to the next secret. This is secret number 3, if memory serves. Yes, it's just some ammo and stuff, including a plasma pack. Ha ha ha. All right, I think we've cleared this area as far as I can tell. Yes, that looks right. And now we're going to go down this way. We've cleared this area completely, but we will go up and collect a little bit of the weapons. And then we're going to pop down for that shotgun or one of the stragglers. This is the perfect opportunity for the Berserk Fist. As you can see, that is why we do it in the order we do. We've used the Berserk Fist quite a bit to save ammo by going to the blue key area first. So we are eventually going to be able to get in there to get to the Mancubus, who was technically, I guess, guarding the red key, but I've stolen it out from under him. So he'll be extra angry or waddly. This is our final secret, if memory serves, yes. And it's basically just an ammo pickup, which is nice. So why don't we go ahead, make our way across the catwalk again, and break out our chain gun, because we have some lost souls, and we also have some imps. But the lost souls are going to come into this area. They will come through the window, and the window doesn't stop them up really at all. So just be mindful of that. There's also a specter outside, but that's okay. Looks like the imp did our dirty work for us. Thank you, imp. Yes, your ears do not deceive. There is some grunting and groaning. There are 4 chain gunners that will be released once we get into that building, press the switch and such. So not to worry, we will go ahead and release them all in due course. But first, this chain gunner. Nice enemy placement there if you're not paying attention, certainly. Now let's go get these imps. Go pick up a plasma pack, again, the running gag. More plasma pack, ha ha ha. Second imp. Guess we can just punch out or shoot out the Spectre, I guess. We'll lower this, hit the switch, and then we're going to run. I like to make my way over to this corner, usually faster than that. That wasn't too quick, was it? Alright, let's go collect some health. Did I leave any health behind? Because I did take a few strays. I don't think there is any in there. Okay, that's fine. So in we go. Okay, well there's the 4th chain gunner. That was very sneaky. Okay, we'll just grab a couple. Well, do we go ahead and take care of the Mancubus now? Yes. As you can see, the floor has lowered. The Mancubus has appeared. He has no red key to guard or protect because I have stolen it from Sir Mancu. But we must dispose of him anyway for our 100%. And while I'm here, I'll grab a stim pack. Sure, why not? As you notice, the floor has been lowered. Okay, well, let's head back up to the area. We do have the red key, so we have to really enter the kind of the final-ish area of the map. So let's go ahead and maybe grab some barrels. Do we get some barrel action? Oh, yes, we do. That was nice. I like to use the chain gun here. There's another shotgunner down the way. Was not felled by the barrel. And as soon as we kind of go over here, the GZDoom guys will pop up and make their final appearance of the map. Go ahead and collect the goodies. And I like this area. I like this little step area. There's landing and steps. It's all with an imp, so you got to go, you know, imp, 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 imp. I kind of like that. And imp. And you get another green armor. It's really at the end of the map. And that pretty well should do it, except for one enemy. But we're going to take a look just to be sure. Yeah, we're looking good. It's just, we're going to take the shortcut now down to the exit. Hello, imp. And this is where we would have had to go down, and it was right below the GZDoom guys. But we're going to do a final count, won't we? Yes, all 178 kills, all 4 secrets, all 39 items. You know what that means, indeed. We are done. And I don't know what exactly happened there. I must have pressed something, but that is Map 8 Star Control. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not sure what I pressed there to get that screen to jump so quick, but in any event, thank you for joining us today. Do hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw, except for maybe this glitch at the end. And I'll see you next time. It's Classic Doom Walkthrough saying goodbye.